Should I mail them again?
Yeah. So hey, welcome to Media Moguls, where we have a legit media mogul coming on this morning. Ken, we telegrammed you the StreamYard link a couple times in Telegram, but also I just messaged it to you in Twitter, so you should be able to see it there as well. Because what is this show really without the Kenn Bosak on Media Moguls? Like, he's why we named Wednesdays frickin' Media Moguls. Between him and frickin' Any Observation and all the other like super cool ass frickin' media moguls in the crypto space that we're starting to connect with, there he is. And scene.
Nice.
Good morning, everybody.
That's exactly how I hoped you would make your answer.
Man, you know what? The last time I got up this early, it was to watch the Magic School Bus. Granted, that was like a month ago.
Okay. All right. So how much drugs should one imbibe to watch the Magic School Bus in this modern age?
At least a gram beforehand. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time, man.
All right. It's like not even palatable unless you're a gram deep.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Otherwise you're gonna be sitting there and actually learning stuff instead of laughing at Carlos because he didn't stay at home today.
Got it.
Well, I don't know. I know people who can only learn that way. So
that's a good point.
Let me say, Ken, I'm ecstatic to have you on here. We've never actually officially met. I mean, we've met like on other streams and stuff. But it was funny. Like this was in a weird way, like almost meant to be. As cheesy as that sounds, like I actually was kind of a latecomer. I didn't realize that you were the Bitcoin bro. And I was kind of really like that card. And then I was listening to the Blockchain Heroes guys talking about stuff. And then you had mentioned that you and Joel, I think, traded like your original cards. You swapped.
Yeah, we traded our mint one of ones, which was pretty cool.
And I thought that was pretty cool. And then I was listening to another podcast live that I often tune into, Crypto Tips with Heidi. They do a live stream and they called you out in the comments. They're like, "Oh, Kenn Bosak's here. Like, welcome, Kenn Bosak." And then the next weekend, I jumped on to watch the Uplift thing unfold, and you were ranting at the beginning of the episode, and I was just like, "Dude, we gotta have this guy on. Like, he's everywhere last week, and like totally got to bring him on." So like, I'm ecstatic to meet you. I'm ecstatic to have you here. I'm ecstatic to
Thank you, Jimmy.
It's awesome. I've been super excited. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. But it's really nice to meet you, and we want to hear all the goods that you got for us, man.
I mean, like one thing I started doing, Mr. Sir Bro, is getting people right out the top of the show. We hop into the cathedral. I'm actually in there now. Hold on here. And I like to ask our guests, and I'm especially excited to ask you this, considering what I saw going on in your Telegram channel last night. What you are most
What did you see going on?
So what are you most grateful for this morning, buddy?
To be here with you guys. I'm just grateful I woke up in time. I literally had 5 alarms set. I didn't know if I was going to get up on the last snooze or,
That is so insanely perfectly on brand.
Next time we'll flip it, because it's like 11 p.m. for me, so that's like perfect timing for you. So
I'm a night owl. You could have 2 a.m. I would have been more ecstatic about the timing than this.
Right. Awesome.
As soon as the sun comes up, my head goes down.
All right, so it looked like you got a job. That's what I was angling for.
Oh yeah, which is crazy, man. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm gonna have like an NFT show. It's so cool.
That's awesome. What tell us about it? What's going on?
I don't know how much I can say, honestly. Until it's pretty much done though. Like, payment's been negotiated. The layout of the show and the time periods and everything. So yeah, there's a show. I talked about it in Telegram because I didn't want it to get too far because, just wanted the bros to be able to celebrate with the bros.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm going to be doing an NFT show weekly with a pretty decent sized YouTube channel. A couple influencers already on there. Some celebrities are already like scheduled to be on the show with those other so it's just really cool to have like a place where we're all kind of just coming together to make content. Somebody's organizing it on their network, and a bunch of influencers are going to make different kinds of content on it, and I get to cover NFTs.
They couldn't have found a better person in my humble opinion. Between
Anders, Crypto Stash, and me, if they didn't pick me, we probably would have had to fight to the death.
Maybe. I'm trying to figure out how many Kenn Bosak NFTs I have. I was thinking about maybe giving. I was thinking about maybe giving them away.
The Kenn Bosak or the Bitcoin Bro or the Van City or the
I do have some Van City. No, I got.
I just realized I'm in like 10 different non-fungible collectible series, and that's just in wax.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like we just kind of rebranded. So we've come out with a different theme every day. And of course, as Corey mentioned, like you're one of our first Media Moguls to join the show. But on Friday we do an NFT game day, and it's just nuts. Like trying to get all of the projects and interview all of the projects, like it's impossible for us to do it. Someone like you or someone like Anders, who essentially that's what they're dedicated towards, NFTs and gaming. Like you need a whole 24-hour show every day to be able to cover all the crazy stuff that's going on in the space. Like if you look into Ethereum, if you look into other blockchains beyond EOS, like it's maddening, it's nuts, right? Like it's like 10 full-time jobs. So
yeah, for sure.
Probably a job that you love every single day of your life, I would imagine.
It's not a job, it's just life. The funny part is like calling it a job is like nobody can fire me. Nobody can fire me from talking about NFTs. They can only just not hire me, but I can still always talk about NFTs. I don't need anybody to, so it's pretty cool to just be like, I don't know, I'm just living life. And because I chose to do that in a crypto community instead of a fiat community, we don't do the whole 9-to-5 thing in our community, which is pretty cool. And I want more people to join our community.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think it's funny, so I have a Corey as well, but I have a nephew who's I think about 11 years old. And he's back in Canada, and he sent me, my brother sent me an email and said, hey, do you want to watch this? And it was funny because it was like just him and his younger sister playing some video game online. And he sent me a message, like he's got his own Facebook account and stuff. He sent me a message and he's like, Uncle James, I want to be like a YouTube gamer. Like this is my first show. Nobody's watching it yet, but like someday it's going to be big. And we interviewed the guys from Wombat a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, and I sent them that interview. And I said, dude, man, what you got to do is you got to get into this. If you can be like a live streamer on crypto games, that market is completely untapped. And there's so many kids, there's so many young people, especially that want to compete. And I mean, my nephew's pretty smart, but there's no way he's going to be able to go up against someone like you. I'm just saying. There's a lot of like big gamers, right? So I was kind of curious, like to know, like, how did you get your start into this gaming NFT? Like you said, it's not a job. It's this thing that I wake up and I do. I'm interested in it. I'm passionate about it. Like I'd love to know, your backstory for me and other people who don't know.
I see Corey got the undead Kenn Bosak NFT up.
The second I saw those things, I might have bought 10 of them.
They're only available for dust, man. So you know how many people were upset they didn't have dust bags?
I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to have a dust bag. And I happen to have a dust bag. So I snapped them up something fierce. Just to update everybody, make sure you get your wax address in the comments. Share this thing out to Telegram, Twitter, wherever you share cool, fun crap. And I'm going to be giving out some Uplift NFTs, and this one I'm going to give out to one of the lucky people for today.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate it. So yeah, for Jimmy's question there, I guess I was working a 9 to 5, you know, when I first got into crypto and stuff. Bitcoin was right around $420 a Bitcoin then, which is like literally kind of what pushed me over the edge to get one. I wrote an article in 2015. I don't know what a Bitcoin is, but I own one. Yeah, and it was. I think I finally bought it at around 450, and I started getting more into it just as like something I was interested in. And then I was like trying to reach out to the people in the space that were like the thought leaders, you know, like Andreas Antonopoulos, Ryan X. Charles, Charlie Lee, Roger Ver, you know, Charlie Shrem. I mean, all these people. And I was like, damn, like no one's hitting me up. Wait, I see all these dudes have like 5 subscribers on their podcast, and all these dudes are coming on their podcast. This guy got 5 subscribers and Jimmy Song's on his podcast. I'm going to start a podcast. Hey, do you want to come on my podcast instead of not replying to my DM or email? So I decided to start a soapbox that, you know, maybe people will want to come and talk to me as much as I want to talk to them. And I started doing that in like 2016. Made a few like tutorials and stuff. But honestly, as more people got into this space in 2017 during the bull run, there was less reason for me to do any like how-to videos or tutorials, because there was starting to get more and more content creators along that line. So I started to get away from like the tutorial stuff, and I just wanted to talk to people more and more. So I just started doing podcasting. I jumped around from like different networks trying to find a place that I'd fit in, and pretty much anywhere where there's somebody else, I don't. So I had to do my own thing.
I don't know, man. You seem to be fitting in pretty good with this crew. So,
but that's today. Wait until I get kicked out of a conference for calling a CEO a scammer, and he sponsored the event with hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm the asshole. Like,
hey, that sounds pretty mild compared to half the stuff I see around the space these days.
You'd expect, man. I mean, I got a lot of shit for like, you know, just being myself in the space. Getting kicked out of Consensus, kicked out of X, Y, and Z. I just posted a thing the other day when I was with Mo Levin out there in Miami. We were at the strip club for Blockchain Week, and everyone was so mad, bro. The whole internet got up in arms. But I was like, I got like 5 girls to accept Bitcoin that night for private dances. That was then. This is now. I'm hoping they hodled, because I was not getting a lot of dances.
I like that double negative. I mean, like that. No matter where you are, you're still doing the evangelical work that we all say we aspire to. So it's what really fuels me. So to get back to the question Jimmy asked with like the NFT stuff and NFTs, like I saw the point as soon as cypherpunks and CryptoKitties and breeding and everything. I mean, I was already looking back in 2015. I was looking into color coins and trying to figure out what the hell Raven is and all this stuff that's going on. And anyway, the non-fungibles came out, and it dawned on me immediately with the CryptoKitties that's a Netflix subscription. That's a Fortnite Battle Pass. That's a skin in a video game. That's everything. Hold on. And I started thinking more along the lines of like, it's not just money. It's you know, like the Internet of Things, the Internet of Money, and thinking along those lines. And I spoke at a conference, Loyalty and Rewards conference in 2017. I posted the video back on Twitter.
That's probably why you're getting kicked out if you're smoking at conferences.
Oh, I spoken at a conference.
Oh, I think you're still allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't a crypto conference. It was just a regular, you know, loyalty points rewards thing. It was weird. It was just like, you know, McDonald's and American Airlines and talking about their like fucking scam points programs and shit. And I was telling them that this is all going to be a non-fungible token with a, you know, sort of how like Dust works with the Nifty Wizards thing. Like that's going to be like Netflix and their own little net coin. And I seen all that back then. So as it all started to come out, I even spoke at New York City, NFT NYC. That's where I got that little award right there for making the world's first business card NFT. So I could just airdrop my business card in the Uri Wales wallet. And yeah, I got that. I saw the pivot coming, especially with like Marguerite, coin artist with Neon District, Splinterlands killing it, Upland, Sandbox. And that was in January or February of 2020. I was in New York at that event. And that's where I decided, I'm going 100% all in on the NFT thing. The community is way more beautiful. The message is more beautiful. I mean, I really think Bitcoin's ugly. It's like, unbank yourself. Start a conversation like that. It sounds ugly. No. But hey, man, do you want to, play video games? And how do you like Fortnite skins? Like, it's just such a more like beautiful conversation to have about everything that Bitcoin offers. It's the better Trojan horse. So I just think that's, and I've said this for a long time, I think this is how we get Bitcoin to mainstream adoption. It is going to happen through NFTs. And I've said this for years, but to finally see like dead mouse NFTs and fucking, celebrities like Soulja Boy yesterday, just trying to figure out how to make his own NFT. And it's all coming. So I just wanted to be ready for that, right? So when these games, like now I have a soapbox ready for all that because I want to talk to them. Now my soapbox is ready for them. They're going to want to talk to me. And I have interviews lined up with Sandbox that I kept missing all month. This month has been insane. Sorry, Sandbox. But yeah, with the NFT stuff and the blockchain gaming, I've been a big fan of Splinterlands since day one that they came out. I have probably $5,000 worth of their playing cards. I love the game, love the collectibles. I'm such a nerd in that sense. And somebody tweeted something the other day and was like, what are NFTs? And I said, it's just a prettier money than dead presidents.
This makes sense.
I'd rather pay you a crypto kitty for that cup of coffee I owe you than a couple dead presidents.
Can you imagine, right? When you've got NFTs in your spend wallet and you can just automatically send it. And I only want to accept Bitcoin and it automatically atomic swaps in the background.
No,
yes.
This is Jimmy's losing it. I want to rant for a bit now, because what you said is beautiful, and this is the thing, right? People are saying, why would you use fiat when you can use Bitcoin? What I'm thinking is, I'm watching these people walk into supermarkets and spending like 3 to 5 hours a week cutting out coupons so that they can give a piece of paper to the cash register. Why don't you have an NFT on your wallet that is backed with a certain % of the sale that can just be burned upon acceptance? This is the future, people. Get with the program. I mean, it's an NFT that you can scan, basically like a QR code. You don't need to download a wallet. You don't need to pay attention to like private keys.
You know how hard it would be to get a coupon for 20% off your orange juice if you left it at home? But your husband could easily or wife, send you the NFT while you're at the store?
Probably about as hard as it would be if your wife went on a trip and, spent all her money on the weekend and needed money, or she was going to be homeless for the night and you were like on the other side of the country and you'd have to get in your car and drive there because the banks don't open so you can transfer money to her until
God. You're right. You ever need more than $500 at one time and then you realize the ATMs are really just mafia guys that are like in computers?
And land deeds. And it's like this is specifically something I want to show you.
I was talking about this yesterday, man. Putting real estate in NFTs because
why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's perfect for a deed.
There's an entire industry around people getting their houses back from people who have stolen their houses by hacking some local deed, or municipal building.
100%.
The social engineering. I could steal your house. I really could, and then I could sell your house. And then the state troopers will kick you the fuck out of your house. And then you have to prove in a court of law that it was indeed your house that you did not sell, that someone stole, and then get it back. And good luck while you're homeless.
It's a big old mess.
There's a whole industry around it. And this NFTs will solve it overnight.
Instantaneously and basically for free. I think it's like $1 billion a year industry, and it's completely and totally ridiculous. It's like, using giant paper phone books, but one per town. I was thinking about giving you this, Ken.
What?
I was thinking about giving you this. See this big lot in the middle here? I was thinking
the Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking this would be good. This would be good for the Kennlandia, and this of course would be an NFT. And we've already pre-done about 60 50 block lots that you could give out to your top fans as NFTs that they would own.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I really appreciate that. I got dibs on the river. I like river.
Well, this is so this is the thing. You could probably just keep some of these for yourself if you wanted to. But the entire center would basically be, whatever you wanted it to be. Like everybody would be able to gather, you'd have transportation coming in and out. But here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. This one's probably going to go to Anders. Any observation? We're talking to blockchain heroes. And apparently Joel is like a Minecraft fiend, which I did not know. I think that's fantastic. I don't know who's getting that one, but this big one in the center, we're thinking about setting it up so that there's a DAO, and every month, whichever community has the most people operating in game, which earns you the most wax, just gets control of the center. You can do whatever the hell you want to do with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
It's like a timeshare.
Well, yeah, or like, basically like you're the king of the castle, basically, right? You can
king of the hill until you get kicked off. Yeah, I get it.
There you go. And so, we want to get to the point where there's like, 10 or 11 of these things. And then the railway obviously is going to shoot off this way.
It's so weird to see Minecraft like this.
I know, right? Anyway, the zoom doesn't work sometimes. There we go. And then, of course, you'll be able to get back into the rest of the world. But yeah, so that's like one of the things I really want to do.
That is so cool.
Talk to community leaders, people that understand NFTs, people that have, a community around them. Like I was thinking about like the NFT army, we might set something up for them as well.
Oh, this is right up their alley, dude. They're
right?
So
I think
nerdy.
it'd be amazing. So we'll have a railway coming in here, and of course, like the train station would be in the middle. So literally everybody that came out here would pass through this, which means that whoever's get that center, that they're getting the wax, or it's going to the DAO, or however we want to organize that, right?
Gotcha.
And people up north in Western City are actually starting to do railway lines in between their properties, basically, because the first thing we know is going to work for the alpha is, as you travel through the world, you're going to be earning wax just by traveling. But whoever owns the land is going to be earning wax for you traveling over their land, right? So
okay.
Starting to figure out how to do railways and stuff.
If I recall, Corey, you said that's time based as well, too, right?
Well, yeah. So we're looking now at, because we wanted to make sure that people weren't spamming and we're actually like exploring and kind of having fun with stuff.
Yeah. I'm interested in how you guys are going to create, literally invent your own anti-cheat for this.
Yeah, so part of it is it'll basically be time-based. So, if you could probably get credit for passing through a specific place, once every few hours, or maybe even every day, right? Like we're going to set it so that we can figure it out. So you can't just like run up and down this railway, all freaking day. And kind of game it like that.
Like, I mean, I used to cut
right?
school that way as a kid.
I'm telling you.
Just hang out on the train. People never bother you.
It's true. So yeah, we're working on a few different things like that, and we know people will try to game it either way, but we're gonna set it up so that
since I have a river, I just want somebody to come up with a lazy river. Look at that; it's just so perfect.
That's dude. That's a brilliant idea. Well, if you got a train, you can have a boat, man.
You can. Yeah, then we can have ports and harbors and dams. Dude. People can have. I love this.
Yeah, there's rowboats already. We actually
there's rowboats.
Oh yeah, you can. There's somebody's making up north. They're making a regatta with rowboats.
Oh. Can you go fishing? Is that like a thing? I'm not good at Minecraft. I feel
you can actually build a fishing rod and go fishing. That's a real thing.
Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. I have a river and I can go fishing in my sailboat.
Yep.
All right. I hope Minecraft sells sunscreen.
You're gonna need it. And they're fixing some rail today. Anyway, so yeah, I'm super stoked about that, man. I think like
how much space is that though? Because I'm looking at like now that you're like zooming in and out, I'm just like that's a lot of room for activities for me and my bros.
It is. What's going to be even better is that all of the land around the cluster down on the bottom, we're gonna have for sale. So if you want more, you're gonna be able to buy it. right? So let's say like you want to get like all of this stuff. We'll have lots set up so that you can just start snapping it up if you want to.
Yeah, I have some ideas. I've been thinking, how cool, because like how I mentioned last time we were talking about this, like you can build up, on, or under.
Down. Yeah.
How cool would it be if my plot didn't change, but if you went and found the right hole, it's like, what is that in the Matrix?
The blue pill, the red pill?
No, the city they live in. I'm like having a brain fart. Zion. It would be like Zion. Yeah. It would just be like an underground Zion in Minecraft.
You could totally do that. Greg actually started. Let me hop into spectator mode here, and I'll show you something.
Yeah, I've been watching some of you and M Blue's interaction with the world, and I didn't know that there were so many things that you guys have done that were even possible. A lot of like the mechanics that you can do.
We're still scratching the surface of that. That's starting to get really, really exciting. Like you can build like legitimate machines.
Yeah, and a lot of like, whoa, this is what I'm talking about. This is like Zion. I love it. Is that slime? Oh, that's awesome.
It's just water.
That's just water? It looks green. What kind of... Don't drink that if you're in the game.
Yeah, this is all underneath the cathedral.
Oh, spectator mode looks badass.
Right? Yep. Yeah, there's so many kick-ass builds. I'm actually going to speaking about the
it's like wrapped in a Faraday cage.
Yeah, this is all just glass, but I like your idea better.
So I still don't know what I'm looking at. Like he's like, this is glass. I'm like, I thought I seen chains. I don't know what I'm looking at.
So
I like that idea though, because I see it as well. And I remember saying to Corery with the event that was done with the Burning Ma'am, that it was perfect because they almost look like Lego characters when they were set up. And like Lego characters are really blocky, and we're in blockchain, and this is a blockchain game. I mean, what could be more perfect than a release than that, right? Like,
it's absolutely on par with the branding of the everything. And Minecraft is such a perfect suit in general, from like their story in general, and then being acquired and having such a come up story. It makes sense. Especially that, and you can go mining. I mean, like, it's kind of just like the ethos embodied. Like imagine a Bitcoin miner just playing Minecraft on his big mining rig.
So this is something my
that just got way HD on me. That looks so cool.
You're talking about sailboats.
Oh, that's a ship, sir. It's a ship. I think it might have a boat on board.
Yeah, these things can't sail, but they look real
pretty.
Oh,
what a tease!
I know.
Hey, wait, is it actually floating, or is it like connected to the ground?
I think it's probably.
Would it sink?
It looks like it's floating. No, I don't think it would sink.
That is pretty cool though. That's a big ship, man. They got a lighthouse.
Yeah. Greg had some time in his hands.
See, I think somebody's going to go out and grab some of the giant water plots, because it would, it may not seem like prime real estate, but gamer me and game theory brain I have,
I think
building a water world, that would.
Yeah, there's I'm gonna skip over and find somebody actually built a house underneath the water.
Can I just say, like, I love Greg for probably very different reasons than you, but in that last image that you showed, there was a really cool, like, little, like, Shinto lantern thing in there. That was pretty cool, man.
He's got it going on.
As I seen all the things that you and M Blue and stuff have tokenized with Uplift, it's going to be really cool to see things that people have built kind of be done like that. I built this thing, and here, we can put some TNT around it. I'll auction it off. You can destroy the thing that Kenn built, and then all the money goes to charity. You know, like a lot of people are going to be able to do some cool things in here with you guys just by playing Minecraft.
My cousin's birthday. She hasn't told me what, but in this world, we're getting together at 8:00 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And it's her 40th birthday. Her and her husband Russ is one of the best builders in this world. He's built some things that are just, we don't even understand how he did it. But they built something that is literally like a big, huge party kind of thing. Like, you're going to freaking love this, like underground, like dance party thing. But I think the entire thing is rigged to explode. Like all of it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And like, because the only thing for the picture of the party, the little invite or whatever, is just a giant box of TNT. Like,
so it's an end of the world party.
It's something like that, right? So yeah, we're gonna be doing that at 8:00 tonight on the new Uplift.
Dude, I highly recommend you guys reach out to Decentralized Dance Party, the DDP. I've physically done these events like probably 5 times now in Canada, Portugal, Mexico, Spain, I think. I don't know. A lot of countries. But basically it's just like hundreds of people that have boom boxes all tuned to the same frequency, and they play the same song at the same time and take over an entire city. So imagine like 300 people walking through your neighborhood, just walking through, not stopping, just dancing their way through your entire city from one end to the other and then going home.
It sounds like the original precursor to like the flash mob thing.
Yeah, similar to exactly. He's been doing this for about 15 years, maybe longer. But for the past like 10 years, since Bitcoin, this guy's been there since day one. He's been doing this in the name of the Doge ethos. And I love it. And I don't know, just I've been to these DDPs in person and just like walking down like, a main street and just having people like we're literally dressed in costume, dancing to weird music, just walking by. We're in sight and out of sight within minutes. And just, it's fun to see at the end of the night how many strangers you have accumulated throughout a city that have no clue what they just joined, but they're there with you anyway.
That's awesome.
And I could see this being like, a great vibe with that, so yeah, it gives me those vibes, but in a video game, which is like really cool. Is this the C-Lab 2021?
Yes.
C-Lab 2021.
Sunrise is coming up. The water looks freaking amazing.
I know you did this earlier, and I was like, okay, he's God.
Yeah, I'm in God mode. It's true.
I was gonna say, are you fighting a virtual God complex right now?
Somebody actually messaged me from the build team. Is like, hey, we're a leader. I'm like, shut up. No. I'm running things right now. I am exiting to DAO as quickly as humanly possible. Please never say that again. It's brutal.
So nobody prefer God instead? Is that what you're saying?
No. God, yes, exactly. Maybe like demigod, local area deity, something of that magnitude. Anyway,
this is crazy looking. So how does somebody build under here? Can they like die? I'm just curious.
Dude, man, maybe you and I should go and play together, because like I suck at Minecraft. I've died like 1,000,000 times underwater because I couldn't figure out which button it was to swim.
I have a whole 1 hour Minecraft experience, so
I can't get like when we were at the event for the Burning Ma'am, I tried to like get in the train. And I didn't know which button to press because I was on my keyboard. And instead of like, I had went in like for an hour to like collect carts so that I could be ready so I'd get on the train so I wouldn't miss the event. And instead of like putting the train on the track, I kept throwing the train to other people, and other people kept jumping in my car. And then I had like no carts left. And then like everyone was gone. So I'm like, oh, God damn it, I'm going to run along the track. So I'm running along the track. I fell off the tracks. Corey whizzes by on the live stream, and he's like, oh,
hilarious.
Jimmy's walking. And I thought, oh, man, in the end, I got teleported. I got to jump.
Boing.
It was kind of cool, but yeah, definitely you can die underwater.
Okay, so they built this with their lives on the line. It looked like, because that's what I was thinking when I seen this. I was like, how dangerous was this? Construction process, building this underwater.
Yeah, that was definitely a challenge. I like how they got the sea lanterns under there.
Oh, that's
like
bougie.
It's fucking baller in here.
You know
Like,
what makes all this possible, honestly? Like, not to kind of, toot EOS's horn, but it's EOS, man. Like, none of the Ethereum being the king of NFTs ruined everything about gaming and NFTs for so many years, bro, because of gas, because of minting fees, because of so many things that make what these are impossible cost effective wise, not technologically, just cost effective. It's just to see what we can do now with, NFTs, thanks to EOS, Wax, Atomic Hub, Pink Network, just all this makes this possible. And that all just, it's just like very recent. Imagine a year from now what we'll be able to do with this now that people know that, they don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars in Gwai just to mint a few NFTs.
Yeah, yeah, you're completely and totally right. I mean, we've been looking even at like some of the platforms that were getting created for Ethereum, like Engine, has a platform where they're sort of cookie cutter. You can connect to Minecraft, that kind of thing. But we would never do it. Like they're talking about getting into EOSIO, getting into Wax or whatever, and they obviously need to. But like you could do like one transaction per player every week, maybe, or the cost would be ridiculous. Like there would be absolutely no reason to do it.
It would be like playing online games back in the 90s with AOL 56K dial-up. Instead of your buffering, you're just waiting for a transaction to stop pending. Just so I could use a sword or a shield.
It would be relatively cheap.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I thanks for making it all serious again, Ken.
no, but I mean, looking at all this,
but I think you're completely right. But here's my here's my I don't know what you call it. Here's my beam of hope, right? And I don't think this is too off base, right? What 1% of the world is into crypto, and the majority of that is sitting in Bitcoin and now recently Ethereum, which is pumping crazy high recently, which is great for crypto. But at the same time, when you look at gaming or when you look at DeFi, I mean, you're going to be looking at platforms like Wax, platforms like Ultra that can handle this capacity to be able to bring people in. And I mean, yeah, you can say that everything's happening on Ethereum right now, but everything that is 1% of the world, I mean, what does that equate to? The Vatican City? Who even pays attention to the Vatican City anymore? You know what I mean? Like, sorry, right. if I offended anyone, but like, it's a very small percentage of the global population. And like you said earlier in the show, the thing with NFTs, the thing with gaming is this is a real world application that's going to take blockchain in a sense to the next level. That's going to, bring all of these people in from the outside world, half of them not even knowing that they're using blockchain. And if you don't know that you're using blockchain and you're sitting there waiting for like 1 hour for an action, you're not going to use that platform.
Yeah, no, I mean, but here's the problem I have with that too. You're right. But I also worry about the people that may be okay with this, because I wasn't able to even transfer my Fortnite skin, from my account to your account. Wasn't even possible. So just being grateful for the opportunity to trade my Fortnite skin from my account to your account, those long block times may be something people will overlook just because they think they're getting something. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of like a hat trick or one of those, distractions. Look over here, but I'll shine something, dangle something shiny over here. People will probably, for a while be happy with gas fees and all that stuff that it's using Ethereum until they realize that, they could go and check how much gas they've paid in 1 year on that website. I forget the Ethereum gas website, and then realize they spent more in gas than they have left in their wallet.
Well, and that's a very valid point as well. And here's the thing, right? Like network effect will always win out over logic. I mean, that's
what I worry about. It could be the network effect over logic for a while, bro, unfortunately. And DeFi economics is incentivizing it in a sense. I could see companies doing things along the lines of, whitelisting addresses, maybe being custodial NFT holders where you don't even get the keys or anything, but everything still uses the tech or there's a lot of ways they could do this, and it wouldn't, in my opinion, be done right. You know, we've seen a lot of streaming services try to do it right, and a lot of them failed. You know, what is it? Quibi or something was like a $4 billion endeavor, and they're done. They didn't have a chance. That could be, you know, something else, or, you know, it could be going this way. So we'll see. I want to see what, you know, no, I don't want to encourage anything, but I do want to see more people like leapfrogging off of this and inspiring more people to do similar things, and just, oh wait, they did this in Minecraft. Like, dude, we could build our own world. We could tokenize our world. The next thing you know, like Mr. Beast has his own little Uplift Minecraft world with his audience, and they're tokenizing and they're doing things. And then PewDiePie sees what Mr. Beast is doing because Mr. Beast saw what you were doing. And that network effect, though, of like being your own game master or whatever, that is what inspires me to keep going about this. Is like these people that are like, the influencers of the young right now. They're going to show all the kids how to do this stuff. And I mean, just imagine if we had this power 10 years ago and ran it till today, where would we all be? It could be, we could all have our own Ready Player One universes already done. So to think 5-10 years from now, yeah, dude, you guys are inspiring Minecraft to reach out and just either buy you guys out so you work for Minecraft, or they're just going to try to figure out how to make this a native in-game feature.
Yeah, well, Corery, as much as I love you, I right now I kind of hate you, and here's why. Because I'm probably never gonna leave my computer screen again. Because just sitting here being guided through this awesome river in a rowboat, listening to
it's really hard focusing on what I'm saying. It's so entertaining in a weird way, bro. It's
like when I used to be in university and I used to do this shit in real life, like it's
great. Like when FaceTime like first came out and your friends were calling you from the woods and you're like, we're calling me from the woods and I can see your face. This is so weird.
You guys want to see something really messed up? You can actually follow me live on the map. I just commented it. So even if you're not in the game, you can watch everyone who's in the game and where they are.
Oh, okay, cool. We all have GPS trackers.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously I agree with you a lot. The network effect is something I think about a lot because there's nothing stopping anyone from.
Dude, I aspire to inspire, and that's what I truly admire is when I see people inspiring other people, or at least giving out the seeds that could be planted and grow inspiration. And this is one of my favorite by far in crypto. And this is why I love NFTs, and this is why I love this side of crypto much rather than the coins and shitcoin talk. There are no shit NFTs, bro. There are no shit NFTs, but there are plenty of shit coins.
It's true.
Sorry, go ahead.
Right. No, go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I was just going to say we kind of mentioned this last night. You're completely right. There are NFTs that weren't marketed properly, but you're right. There are no shit NFTs. I mean, they just weren't sold to the public correctly, and they flop. But if an NFT flops, people still flock to them and hold them. They don't.
Somebody's going to come and build a game for it eventually, or you guys can adopt it. I mean, that's why I love NFTs. That's why there are no shit NFTs, because even McDonald's could say, oh, you guys have an Uplift NFT? We give people 5% off at the register for holding Uplift because they donate to charity. Yeah. That's so easy to do.
And this is why with our game, because we think about the network effect all the time, right? Because you could go start a Minecraft server tomorrow for like $20. It's not hard to do. But the way I see it, it's the people. It's always going to be the people. It's always going to be the communities. And quite frankly, it always has been. So if we can get everybody in our game and incentivize them, listen, you have a game, you have an NFT project, you have whatever it is, you come and figure out a way to integrate that experience. And with NFTs, you don't even need us. You could buy a plot of land, inside the Uplift and just run it yourself, because it's going to be a public API from the Minecraft thing. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do, but obviously we're going to facilitate that. We want to give people that environment so that when you build your game and the land, there's tons of it, right? We're not going to run out. But when you run on your game, you might want to be close to Kenn, right? Because Kenn's little cluster that's now grown because they kept buying up all the land around it has all sorts of games. You love that community. You want to be close to them, right? It creates a network effect on that level. Where we showed Jonah this, And this house actually looks really amazing even at nighttime. We showed Jonah this, and he said he wished he'd thought of it first instead of doing Atomic Hub, which is crazy because he's so good at Atomic Hub. That's nuts. But he said he used to build Minecraft servers, and the one thing that he'd always wished is that he could have had some other people see the amazing things that they built, and there was no one there. Well, we're going to fix that. We're going to incentivize everyone to come here over and over and over again. You're going to make wax just by doing stuff in games, like mining wax, which is going to be hilarious because you're actually mining stuff in world. But we're going to make sure that the communities are incentivized to be here and to amplify what they're doing. That's the biggest thing, right? Never mind what we're doing. How can this world, this space where you can add a place and a visual and a game layer to whatever it is that you're doing with NFTs, and we're going to help you do it.
And just to play the devil's advocate to that, like, what other options as a crypto person do you have? Like Ken kind of pointed out, like, the community is everything, right? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to go on Telegram and, like, chat with a few people in a singular channel. You're going to go on Twitter. You're going to read a bunch of posts and comment on them. You're going to watch a podcast like this, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. But like, you're at the back of the people who are controlling it. With this system, you can come into this Minecraft world, you can hang out with people, you can walk around, you can meet people from other communities, with the Kenlandia, any observation lands, you can go out into a field and battle it out for whatever you want to do,
we're gonna have arenas, by the way, Ken, where you can do player versus player thing, and we're gonna figure out how to basically have it set up so that the NFT stack that you have is going to give you power-ups in the arenas, and then there's going to be like an infinite number of variations on that too, right?
I can't wait for the 1v1 mint number 1 battles. Oh, you want to put your mint number 1 up? I'll put mine up. It's like racing for. It's like the new Vin Diesel movie will be like this, racing for pink slips, but for mint number 1s.
Yep.
I live my life one block.
No, 100%. We were chatting about that last night about the Van City, right? Like, they've got this cool thing where you can go in and you put your NFTs up, and if you lose, your NFT gets burned, right? Like
Corey doesn't care that he ran out of water. He's literally rowing on land now.
There's water right over there. I'm gonna get to it. Damn it.
He's like literally burying himself in a boat.
That's a good point. I didn't even notice it, actually.
I'm a little stuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's not going well.
And I don't even think he was on water. It looks like ice from this.
Yeah, I think you're going to fill your boat with water.
Okay, let's just get that in the. There we go. There's a way to do this. Is all I'm saying.
This is so much fun to watch. It is weirdly.
It's weird, right? It totally is. Like, I remember the first time. So my buddy Greg's why I got into Minecraft. We were doing podcasts together. He's like, we should do podcasts in Minecraft because all these influencers and shit are doing stuff in games and it's fucking cool and blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right. Well,
these have a thing where, like, if you build a house, he'll buy you one that looks like it.
What's that?
In Mr. Beast, he had a Minecraft tournament. He had like 100 of his, YouTubers come into Minecraft, and they built a house, and the most realistic looking house, he went and bought somebody a real house that looked like it.
Insane.
Right.
So yeah, these builds that I've been showing you, I actually started a build competition with the team that is sort of pre-setting everything up.
Yo, bro, you sure have a lot of rain in your world. Just saying.
I mean, it's because it's raining here. It's all right. I got me some God mode. What? But yeah, most of the builds that you've seen are actually randomly dispersed in the lots that are going to be available for the pre-sale. So lucky people will actually win these one-of-a-kind builds.
Oh, that is pretty cool. I didn't know that.
I thought so. Little value add, as it were.
That's a nice little surprise.
All right, now I got to God mode myself a boat.
So I actually had like a random, because I was watching your I think it was yesterday or the day before. I don't remember who you were talking to, but it was you two and somebody else, and you were talking about these things. And it made me think, just now too, when you say the God mode stuff, it would be really cool because I did mention it before, where some people could have like, deposits of resources since God mode's turned on. Maybe you guys could start your own little bank. And
God mode is getting turned off.
But you guys could start a bank though. So, since God mode's off, I could just go to like, the Uplift bank and just buy a bunch of, emerald from the bank or something. Just saying.
That's exactly going to happen. They've actually got some plugins that do economy already.
Oh, so cool.
It's either going to be we use just the full in-game economy and do an atomic swap between the in-game currency and wax, or we're actually going to have it integrated so that the entire market's going to live on our website, and you'll be able to do that because there's so many, and we're trying to make it so that all the different gamer types have a ton of fun, right?
Right, because I'm a shopkeeper kind of guy now, man. I want to work in the right? That's I don't want to play the game. I want to work in it. I want to, I'm so excited to be a merchant.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, one of the other things we're working on is they've got full browsers. So not only can you build shops where you can buy stuff and sell stuff in the game, right? But we're pretty sure we're going to be able to make full crystal clear browser windows so you can put a website on there that is your actual store. And when you click on it, it just takes you to a browser window that's the store.
Oh, so I can sell my things that I've mined or created in the game. So if I have like
just your NFTs, you have your NFT gallery. Your NFT gallery will be in the game.
I was not thinking that far in. That is insane. So I could have an NFT store in the game.
Not Ken. You absolutely will be able to do
that. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say. Things that, could be.
Try it out. It's either true or not, and I can let you know.
There's a video streaming monitor in the game, in this world, that you can play like videos from YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, you could have people come to your land to watch your show.
I've never seen. How do you watch a video in Minecraft?
There's a giant screen that you can.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta show you this, and it's now a defunct plugin, so we might actually build the entire plugin again ourselves for this updated version of Minecraft. But give me a second here.
I've never seen anybody display like a movie theater view of a video.
And every time somebody walks by it, it triggers the thing.
It's just gonna play on a loop. But
play on a loop. Yeah. What would be cool is to find a way to integrate basic attention token, so people will stand there and actually watch my video while earning BAT, while earning wax, while earning NFTs, all while playing.
So listen. So you could set it up, and people will do this. You could set it up so that people standing on your land, the longer they stood there, the more BAT they got.
Oh, okay. I dig it.
Right?
Yeah, I set up my basic attention token is on YouTube and even Twitter and my website. So people that are like on my Twitter, I earn BAT. Like I have my Twitter account monetized by basic attention token, just like some people have Google AdSense on their YouTube channels. Anybody can link their Twitter to basic attention token. And I have a basic attention token wallet and account. So if I go to your Twitter and I spend some time reading your feed, I'm giving you basic attention token for the time I spent on your Twitter account. So it's like, oh, whoa. That is, or in my mind, I thought that there would be some kind of blockiness to it. Like it would be super pixelated or something.
There is not.
Oh, you can touch shit. What? Dude, you just touch that with your hand?
This is a video demo. I didn't do that. We don't have this working yet, but we're gonna get it.
I know, but I'm seeing them touch it in the game. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, we're gonna have it set so that it's basically like at the very least, it's gonna be a billboard, but the goal will be to make it like a tablet.
Dude, that is so insane. There's so many possibilities. I see the bigger one. It's like, yeah, look, imagine it on the big screen. Yeah, look up here. I see where you're getting at, mister. Huh. I wonder how many of these you could have running at the same time in a server before it gets overloaded.
Here's the thing. The server's not running the data.
Oh.
Right? The server's just running the image.
Right. Oh, that is going to be... Wow, bro. Everybody needs to have a little land in their own little movie theaters. And this just, why wouldn't you do this? Imagine, like you said, the blockchain heroes are going to have a plot. Joel and Travis do something every 2 hours. They're constantly. You could just hang out in Minecraft and try to keep up with their 50 podcasts every day.
Yep.
I mean, like every week you do. I think it's every week you play games with friends, right? So you could have like that showing live in Kenlandia. You know,
Oh, that would be so meta to play the Uplift Minecraft game while streaming it, while in game streaming it. That would be really meta.
I like it. So just one thing before I forget. So at the end of every week on Saturday and Sunday, we take a break. We go Monday to Friday, but we do take a break. And I usually put out a post, EOSIO Weekly Roundup, where we kind of recap everything that happened. Just, one or two, 3 or 4 sentences maybe. But we also provide some links for people. So Ken, please send me your links, that people can use to watch your Twitter and people can use to watch your games that you want to get out there in the community, and we'll put that in
my name right there, KennBosak.com.
No, I was more referring to like if you have any links like through Brave or anything like that people can access.
Like referral links or something?
I didn't mean referral links. I meant like, people can search you, but never mind.
Everything's on my website: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Like that's why I have the website. Even my Rarible and Wax stores on my website. Teespring, everything. I because it's so. I have 50 or 60 links I'd have to share. So if you guys are, if anybody,
I was gonna link your website as well, but like we do 5 shows a week, and like we never always sure what to link for people. So if you have anything that you wanted to send out there, then just let us know. If not, then we'll just link your website.
Yeah, my website's the best because that's where I can do updates for I do pop-up updates or alerts. So when people go back to the website, if they were there yesterday, there might be something new that pops up today to just let people know what I'm up to. I've just been focusing more on the website thing, especially for my like Calendly business meetings, consultations, and podcasts. I feel so weird saying I have a website and I didn't finish my Unstoppable Domains site yet, but I am working on that. I highly recommend you guys get up on that too, because it would be really cool to see Uplift and what you guys are doing using the Unstoppable Domains, Web 3.0. It's pretty badass looking.
Yeah, I think Corey actually wants to have a conversation with you about that at some point, to be honest.
Well, and I have really crappy news. My other show starts in exactly 1 minute, and I have to go.
Hey,
Greg now, like every time we do this show now, like Greg just like, hey, starts calling me like crazy, like, hey, that other show we've been doing for 3 years? Maybe we do that now. Fuck. Anyway,
but to let you
back again really soon.
As Corey says, we'd love it if you come back sometime, Ken. It'd be awesome.
All the fucking time. Come back.
Dude, monthly. I love you guys, man. Corey, bro. Since the first podcast I seen him do, I've been a huge fan, man. And just like, just to go from like fan to bro is why I love this space so much.
Me too, man. I freaking love everything that you're doing in the space, and I cannot wait.
Everything that you're doing, like
I'm telling you, man. Like when you get that first bit of land, like that, because you got it. Like you're the first person that I talked to, other than like M Blue and Jimmy and the team that's working on it, that immediately saw the value in this. I talked to a bunch of very high level people about this up to a year ago, and they just had like glassy eyes.
They thought about gas fees and minting.
Well,
fees.
And NFTs weren't really good yet, right? Like the NFT land key is like that was the last piece.
You were thinking about Netflix while people had problems watching porn on 56K dial.
100%. Like
just because the bandwidth isn't there yet doesn't mean the tech can't support it when the bandwidth gets there.
Stop being interesting, brother. I gotta go. We'll get like seriously. Just this day is yours on our show. And if you want to pre-record it so you don't have to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, I think Jimmy and I will both accede to doing it at nighttime.
I will wake up at 6, 7. This has been so much fun. You guys can wake me up anytime.
All right.